Outstanding.
Welcome again to another video. It's a boy Eldorado thing, and in this video, practically I'm just going to talk about a particular unit that I bought, and you can see it on the screen here. And if you have been following me on Instagram, you would have seen it also. That's my phone. Turn on the microphone preamp a little bit because of the clip. Anyways, what I'm talking about in this video is a Mackie big knob, and it's the passive one that I got. Reason why I got it, reason why I get it, I want to mix faster. I want to do my references faster. I practically have 3 studio monitors in which I'm only using 2 pairs. It's the KRK and the 3rd gen KRK to be more specific, and the Yamaha HS5s. They are both 5-inch speakers. So reason being, I like mixing vocals on the Yamaha, but I like making beats on the KRK. For some reason, it just give me a vibe when me at work. Easy to forget that, bass going on and all of these crazy things were really come on to it. So on the front, it has a big knob as suggested, and you have source select, mono, like this mono switch. You can mono sum your stereo sound to mono. You have a mute, you have a dim switch, and monitor select. On the back, for the source select, you have 2 different sources, so it can be hooked up to 2 different interfaces, and it have a line input where it comes with a little jack where you can plug in your phone and it goes directly to your studio monitors. So in a studio you catch a vibe, and say for instance somebody have a stuff on their phone they don't really want to listen to, you can just plug in the jack and it just goes straight to your monitor instead of sending files via email and Bluetooth, etc. So I have been using this for the past almost a week, and I'm telling you, it really makes sense. Why I really encourage you to get this? If you have 2 different monitors, I said, for instance, you have one pair of monitor and you're upgraded to a different set of studio monitors, you really can use the one that you have first for referencing, because referencing is really important. Why is it important? Because there are 2 things I might tell you, whereas why referencing is important. Because you really want, for one, you really want your sound translate well on other systems, and you have to bear in mind that like some car system are some component sets, some Bluetooth box, and the list goes on and on. They do not have good ADA converters in them. Yes, the whole of them have ADA converter, but they are not, some of them are not top-notch ADA converters like what you will find in an interface, in which you will find good ADA converters, like if some stuff in cars, for instance, if someone invests in a better stereo deck and crossovers and speakers, tweeters, and etc. But for standard car sound, if it's not a really super expensive car, you just all come with one stereo deck where it does not have good ADA converters built inside of them. So translate, having references for multiple sources can really help with the speed of your mixes if you do not have this super high-end monitoring system in which I have a budget monitoring system, but I know my speakers really well. But however, speed is really important to me because there are times when I get sessions and the clients, after the first 2 days, they really text me and say, when will the song be ready? So there are times when I have to make songs in practically 3 days. There are times when I work on session for months, because I have mixed this particular rhythm juggling, I won't say, for a particular client, and it took me almost 6 months. It took me almost 6 months with that project because I've been on and off on the project, being back and forth with revisions and all of these things, so reference is really important in that regards because I have a home studio, but at the time I had a studio in the city in which, because the whole pandemic and all of these things, I pulled it down. However, made work from home, I go up on the road, go record and stuff like that. So the expectation of turnaround time and return, it is really important. So that's one of the reasons why me get the Mackie Big Knob. I know there's a lot of videos online already about the Mackie Big Knob, and I got to say, I'm just giving you a reason why I got this piece of hardware. I'm not gonna tell you that it is the best and so forth like that, because I think I bought it about for $50, around $60, something like that. I have to go look on the what you call it, the receipt that I got, and it is not the top of the class monitor controller, but it definitely get the jobs done. Doing some research and extensive amount of research, there are flaws within it, and they have super high-end monitor control. It's just that, for me, being on a budget, it really makes sense and it works really well, and you can have this for a very, very long time until you feel the need that you're supposed to upgrade to one will have 3 monitor outputs or probably 4 monitor outputs, depends on how you're doing the monitoring. Because in the future, I think I'll end up with like 4 different studio monitors, because I have been using the KRK for over 2 years, and I have been using the Yamaha around 1 year. I've been using the Yamaha. So the JBLs is a different story. I have used them for quite some time, but however, I'm not currently using them now because this passive Mackie Big Knob only give me 2 output. However, if I did spend around $50 or $60 more, or probably $100 more, I could have get another one that have 3 different monitor output. That's the bigger one to this particular one that I'm using. So in the future, so I'm gonna get a different monitor control. But for now, this is working out fine. It is working out fine. It's giving me splendid result. The speed of referencing the track, it is there now than back then. My mix, I'm yard, I'm gonna studio, gonna mix again on different system. Me get used to 2 studio or 3 studio monitors that I've been using for a really, really long time, and now that I have both one place, it really makes sense, and we get through the mix them really much faster. Only thing that I think I have been doing in terms of the speed of the mixing is like, you know, automation and delay and reverb in which shows, you know, a time-based effect, but it has very little to do with how me reference me track them, because we really reference them because of EQ, compression, and certain modulating effect, how wide it is in the mix, how thick it is, you know, between speakers, how muffled, how bright, you know, because the Yamaha and the KK are two different speakers and they sound two different way. You know, I really experienced that since me really get the knob, and you know, me can hear the major difference between it. You know, I've been mixing on these two speakers for quite some time, and you know, giving break from one to the next, it didn't really make much of a difference, but now it does, because you know, me really have them both one time, and when we switch between them, we can hear major differences in sound. So for one, it helped me, the Mackie Big Knob helped me to identify like low mid sound, low mids frequency problems, the brightness problem, the harshness problem, the bass problem, all of these problems, you know, the Mackie Big Knob helped me to identify really fast between doing my references a wee bit faster. And I have done videos previously before where you can really, you know, take a deep dive into those videos, that the other tools that I use in conjunction with the Mackie Big Knob here that I have, it really makes sense. So if you do have the money to get it, if you're planning to get 4 different studio monitors, there are 2 pairs. I'm gonna say 2 pairs. It is essential. Either you get the interface one, we have 3, or you just get the passive Mackie Big Knob if you already have an interface. But if you just use 2 and you're just cool with it, then it's probably not for you. But in my case that I have been mixing for myself and other people, it is essential that my turnaround time for the songs them are quite on time, and able to mix faster and hear the flaws in the mix a bit faster, because in this work, time is money, and you can't really make, because you know a certain little things, you know, you work slower. So please do invest in yourself, invest in the things that you do. If you know there are times when you know you're not gonna make enough money for the certain things, but when you do make the money or do save up to get the thing that you know to make your work flow even better or more speedy, please do invest in yourself, because at the end of the day, you see man go reap back the reward of it, you know, in the future. So I hope me not really bore you to death with the whole talk with the Mackie Big Knob and stuff like that. There's a ton of video on the internet about it. So me just you know, extend beyond that why I really get it. Because it's just a simple unit. You know, it doesn't use power. It's not powered or stuff like that. It just plug up here and it just work. You know. So thank you again for tuning in. Thank you again for watching. It's about Eldorado and Thing. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Select the bell notification button, and please stay tuned for more videos like this.